you know, we're going to get back into a boat, and we are going to, you know, the life as we know it will return one day. And so we just need to support each other more than ever as we get through this last hard bit. It's that tough time just as we're getting through before we can break out. So, you know, hopefully sometime in May, restrictions are going to lift and we can be together in small groups safely, and we'll just get closer and closer to the water. So we're at 20, which is actually very good. Thank you all for coming. So we're going to start with our warm-up, and then we'll just go over the workout for the day. So it's 30 seconds each exercise. I'm just going to get my clock started because it just went off. We're going to get started in 10 seconds. And we are going to start by marching in place and doing arm circles. Again, thinking about the positioning of your arms, nice straight arms. Doesn't have to be a fast movement, we're just warming everything up. Switch to back arm circles. This one you have to think about a little bit more. All right, so let's switch to a high knee. And again, this is not a fast motion. It can be the double. I see a few of you, I've trained you well, you're already doing the double. The important part is how high can you drive that knee? You want to try and get it up over your belly button. Moving into our curtsy with either an arm press back or an arm pull. Again, these are nice, big movements. Moving into some butt kickers, a little hop. You can add a press back if you want to try and start moving your heart rate up a bit. Moving into an imaginary jump rope. One day I'll surprise you and bring a real jump rope, but I'm a terrible rope jumper. I used to joke with Arliss, who was on the Warlock, said that was my superpower, was my invisible jump rope. All right, either going into full jumping jacks or a modified jack. Look at Jamie rocking the jumping jacks. Moving into side lunges. Make sure you're nice and tall. And popping up on that extended leg. Moving into a half squat with cross arm stretch. Really push that arm across, trying to reach for that side wall. Just nice front leg kicks. So you're going knee up, extend and come back down. Just warming everything up. It is not a sharp or fast movement. And we're finishing with some cardio, moving into our lateral football run with our knee up. So 3 or 4 steps to the side, knee up. Ooh, Jerry's doing the extended version there. Nice job. Excellent. All right. Now we should be all warmed up. I'm in my basement, so it's nice and warm now. And we're going to switch over to our timed workout. I see some faces I haven't seen for a little bit. So I'm going to quickly just run through our series of 8. We're doing 3 rounds. I've got us on the same as last time, 35 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. Oh, I need to change it to the workout. Hold on. So I remember. There we go. All right. So we're starting with everyone's favorite, speed skater. Again, you're pushing off on this outside leg. If you're still building up strength, you may just want to tap here or coming through. It's exercise 1. Exercise 2 is your step back with arm extension. So it's a reverse lunge, moving your arms up, alternating legs. Make sure your arms are nice and strong as they're going up. Then we're moving into our double knee up with arms, which is a great standing crunch exercise. From there, feet are more than hip width distance apart. We're going into our plie squat with around the world, which is a modified jumping jack. From there, we're going into our squat to our leg abduction. For anybody who has issues with this part of their hip, you can do a knee drive instead. So you're doing squat to abduction, or you're doing squat to knee up. It's going to challenge your balance and your core, as well as working your hips. From there, we go into our curtsy lunge with our full windmill. Every time we move our hands away from our body, we're challenging our heart more. From there, we're going into the last 2 exercises on the mat. So we're doing a side plank crunch. So you'll be straight out on your forearm, hand up, pulling up. I will call the switch. And as we've done in the past, on the second round, switch to the other side so we try and get equal amounts of work. And we're going to finish with 35 seconds of mountain climbers. If everyone is ready, then we'll have 2 minutes rest in between, which you will have earned. So let's get those heart rates going. We are going in 15 seconds. We are starting with speed skater. We are going in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And you're on. Get your arms into the movement, but make sure that they're moving in a controlled fashion. We're not just flailing around. It's not how we paddle. Nice speed, everyone. 5 seconds left. 20 seconds rest. Moving into our second exercise, which is our step back with our arm extension. Touch this mat. We're going in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Nice straight limbs. I'm gonna try and get those elbows to your ears. Pace yourself to your edge. Doing it fast with poor form is not giving you any benefit. 20 seconds rest. Moving into our double knee up with arms. Again, think about your core while you're doing this exercise. We are going in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Nice straight limbs, very good. Driving that knee up. Almost there. All right. Our feet are going to be a bit wider and hip width apart. Toes going to be pointed out slightly as well. We're going into our plie squat with around the world in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Exhaling at the top. Driving up. Pushing those glutes together, squeezing at the top. And break. Moving into our squat, either with our leg abduction or our driving our knee up. Alternating legs. Try and keep your body square, which is always my challenge and I have to think about. Going in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Almost there, 5 seconds. And break. From here, we're going into our curtsy lunge with windmill. Again, nice strong arms. Keep control of them the entire time. 1, we're on. If you want it harder, add a little hop into your windmill. Nice. Lots of hops. Excellent. All right, down to the mat for our last 2 exercises. First one is our side plank crunches on your forearm. Body's nice in a nice line. Hand up at your head. And squeezing those obliques together. Nice strong movement. Switch sides. and stay down on the mat. We're gonna finish with 35 seconds of mountain climbers. If you wanna challenge yourself more, you can pick up the rate. But what's important is that you're driving those knees up and keeping as straight as possible. 2, 1, here we go. And break. Whew. Get a drink of water. We got 2 minutes. Anybody has any questions or needs modifications, feel free to unmute. I'm just gonna catch my lungs. Whew. For my bingo winners, your packages went out yesterday. So you should see them sometime this week. For the ladies, there's a couple of special treats with essential oil in them that I use. And I hope you enjoy them.
Gwen?
Yes.
Plank with the crunch. I can't go out on my side, so I was just doing with knee up. That doesn't seem to me it's doing anything for the
Can you
muscles.
do, Addie, can you do where you're on your back like a windshield wiper?
Oh, yeah.
Can you do this one?
Yeah.
Okay, do that one.
All right.
It's these muscles I want to focus on.
Yeah.
Okay?
Thank you.
No, you're welcome. Thanks for speaking up. There's always a modification. Nobody's getting out of the hard work. We got 30 seconds before we go again. Starting with speed skater. Challenge your mind, which is always a good one for me. I always start on the other side because we tend to favor our stronger side. We are going in 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Here we go, round 2. Really push off that outside leg. There we go. Sometimes it takes a little while to get the rhythm built up. 10 seconds. Yeah. Moving into our step back with our full arm extension. I'm going to start on the opposite leg. So I have to think about it a little bit. And we are going in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Get those elbows up to your ears. Nice work there, Arletta. She's pushing. Five seconds. Stay strong. Whatever your rhythm is, keep to that rhythm. One of the things to think about when you're doing this, you don't want to slow down through the set. Pick that pace that you can maintain through the whole 35 seconds of work. We're going into our double knee up in 3, 2, 1. And let's go. So a bit slower pace, still challenges your heart rate. That's your pace. Should be like a dragon boat drill. Or when you're done, it's really hard to talk to your neighbor. You're not supposed to be talking to your neighbor anyways. And down. Talking to you guys through the exercises is an added challenge for me. Moving into our plie squat. So your feet are a bit more than hip distance apart. Toes are pointed out slightly. Again, up nice and strong. Squeeze those glutes at the top. And go. Make sure your back is nice and tall. And your weight is in your heels. Again, if you're having trouble with form, your pace is probably too fast. And down. Moving into our squat with our leg abduction or our knee drive. We're going in 7 seconds. Think about what leg I started on. And you're on. All right, moving into our curtsy lunge, windmill. Again, nice big arms. If you want more of a challenge, you can add the hop. We're going in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 10 more seconds. And down. Down to the mat. We're going to do the side plank crunches. You're going to start on the opposite side where you finished. And I will call when we change position. And we're on. Really feel the contraction in your obliques. And switching. All right, staying on the ground. Moving into mountain climbers. Make sure your body is in as lever a position as it can be. And 3, 2, 1, you're on. And down. And we're on a 2-minute break. sometimes to keep an eye on your pacing is mentally keep track of how many reps of an exercise you completed. And especially at the end, when you're getting tired at the end of the round. So in that set of mountain climbers, I did 1 per second, which actually kind of surprised me. So my challenge for my round 3 is whatever number I got. I'm gonna have you guys help hold me accountable so I do it again. One of the reasons we really challenge our cardio, and one of the things I'm focusing on the rest of my training, is not just pushing our heart rate and maximizing our cardio capacity, but also our ability to recover and how quickly we can recover, because that is also an indicator of our heart health. So in my Sunday training, we do these crazy circuits, but we have to record our heart rate right after we finish a round. We do basically similar, but with no breaks, and we have to record how long it took us to do it, but what our heart rate was about 10 seconds after, and then a minute after. And that gives us a gauge to just see how fast is our body recovering. So I was at 142 at the end of the mountain climbers, and right now, as we're coming into 2 minutes, I'm down to 115. So that's a good indicator too of how hard you're pushing. You see how far down you are. So we got 10 seconds, everyone, before we go into our last round. Starting with speed skater. Start on your first side. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Keep those limbs under control. I see a bit of flailing. 5 seconds. And rest. Moving into our step back with arm extension. We are going in 10 seconds. In 5, 3, 2, 1, you're on. Keep those limbs nice and straight. Drive them up towards the ceiling. Try and get your elbows up to your ears. Ten seconds. Nicely done. And down. Moving into our double knee ups. Don't let anyone tell you that a BCS paddler is not an athlete when I see this screen. We are going 3, 2, 1, here we go. And if you're having trouble keeping up the pace, think of how that makes you feel. I see a screen of athletes who've worked very hard over the last 10 weeks. Stronger, fitter, leaner. 10 seconds left. And 20 seconds off. My favorite line when I'm somewhere like Home Depot, or when we could go into stores, you know, somebody wanted to help you. And I always said, you know, I'm stronger than I look. Get out of my way. Plie. Down, up. Squeeze those glutes at the top. Exhaling. Full range of motion. Backs are nice and tall. Chest are forward. 10 seconds left. and down. Moving into our squat with leg abduction. We're going in 10 seconds, or we're driving that knee up. Going in 5, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Really focus on keeping that head tall. Trust me, I have to think about it just as much as all of you. But if our body's moving like this, we're not getting the benefit of the exercise. And if you have to take a bit of a pause. Almost there. And down. 3 exercises to go. We are going in 10 seconds. Curtsy lunge to windmill. Want to push yourself out of hop. We are going in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. I want to see nice controlled straight limbs. Nice. We don't paddle with bent elbows. We don't exercise with them, unless it's part of the exercise. 10 seconds left. And down. All right, down to the mat for the last 2. I forget what side I was on. If you remember, start on that side. We are going in 5 seconds. You're on. And switching. Five seconds. Heading into our last exercise. This is the one that can really push your cardio. 10 seconds. Getting into that plank position. 3, 2, 1. Best yet. And we're done. I need to pick my lungs up off the floor. Whew. All right, let's take a second. Keep moving around. Drink water. I will tell you, because I felt accountable, I did 3 extra mountain climbers. Oh, so you guys pushed me too. Well done, everyone. Got our hearts working, got our blood pumping. Let's go into our stretch. Let's do some nice shoulder rolls. Start backward. Let's do nice 5 big, deep, full extension circles. And switch to forward. Do 5 Nice big circles here. Let's move into our goalposts. So arms are up. Nice, everybody's at 90 degrees, that's fantastic. Let's push those fingers back a little bit, back so you can see me. Feel that contraction within your shoulder blades. Now you're gonna drop down. You're gonna feel the release at the front of your shoulders. Nice deep breaths through. Feel your heart rate coming down. Back up. And down. And one more time up. And down. Let's do a cross arm stretch. Make sure you're keeping that shoulder down. Moving into his tricep stretch. And release. Cross the arm, other side. Making sure you're keeping that shoulder down. Moving into that tricep stretch. Let's give our next little stretch. Tuck one arm behind. Tip your head to the opposite side. You may have to play around with your chin a little bit. See where that release is. If you need a little more nice, soft, soft finger pressure. Gravity made you just enough. And release. Switch arms. Find your spot with your chin first. See how that feels. If you need to add more, you can. Breathing through the stretches. And release. Hands on your hips for a trunk rotation. So just from the waist up, you're just twisting those shoulders, looking at your side wall. Should feel a release through your mid-back. Coming back to center. Switching to the other side. And back to center. Let's take a big deep breath in, and then we'll come down to a forward fold. Nice inhale, all the way up. Swan dive down, down to forward fold. Again, wherever you feel the release, you may need to soften or even bend your knees a little bit, but you should feel a real release in your glutes and your hamstrings. We do lots of lower body work in this workout. Just take those hands over to your left side. Back to center, over to the right side. Bring your hands up to your quads. Do some cat-cow. Pushing out, pushing your butt back. And then coming up to angry cat. Breathing through the movement. Two more. Let's go down to the mat. Let's do a figure four leg stretch. Again, this stretch can be a bit different for everyone. So you might just be sitting and cross that knee over. That might be enough. Switching your arms forward. You can lay on your back. This may be enough for you right here. Bring your leg up, or you can thread your arms through. Take a couple of nice deep breaths here. Really breathe into that glute. And switch legs. Crossing the leg over, seeing where you feel today, and moving into your stretch. to sitting. Press the soles of your feet together. Let your knees drop open. Again, depending on your mobility, this may be different for everyone. If you can, grab your feet, pull forward, and feel that release through your inner thighs. If you keep your back straight, you'll also feel a lower back stretch. Come back up to standing, slowly. Couple of big deep breaths. Inhale, hold at the top. Hold that breath in. Nice big exhale. One more deep breath in. Hold at the top. Exhale. And one more time. And exhale. Well done, everyone. Good.